Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Wealth Management Podcast from MPIinvest.com. So, talking about the markets first, the most important thing to look at, the markets have been standing flat. Yes, if you look at the movements the last 2 days, it's not negative, neither positive. We see initial fall and then it rises up and just goes flat, and that is a kind of sign where the market is looking confused. Well, at this point of time, like we discussed earlier, the global cues are what matters to the Indian market because the result season is over, and with global cues also being flat. So if you look at US, what happened yesterday? Yesterday, US markets have fallen big. Now, why has it fallen big? That's an interesting thing. Well, the services PMI data that came in, which shows a kind of strong growth, which actually kind of feels that the interest rate change may get postponed further. Now, why are people concerned about interest change if it happens in this quarter or the next quarter or the next quarter? What difference does it make? The only thing is it will definitely come down. So interest rates cannot stay high for so long. So there is a jittery feeling among the young traders or the traders, I would say, for that matter, who are the short-term investors. But if you're a long-term investor, you really don't have to worry about all these things. Simple as, like I said, just stay invested on SIP mode and definitely you'll make returns because it's a very simple thing. If not today, if not tomorrow, someday the interest rates are definitely going to come down. And when that interest rates come down, see, when the interest rates comes down, what happens? The loans gets cheaper, right? Yeah, that's a thumbs up there also, right? Okay, the loans get cheaper, and when loans are getting cheaper, people will go for more buying. So what people will do is probably they will go for buying a car or buying a home, and this again builds cash flow in the market. So overall, markets will kind of take some recovery. See, there are two things that we need to remember because the other day somebody was asking me, during Corona also the interest rates were cut, but then markets did not move up. Markets did not move up. Exactly. So when the interest rates went down, and if you see, look at Corona, when the markets were at its, when the Corona was at its peak, COVID was at its peak, when the markets were rallying up. Just look at the charts, because till March the market was falling, and after March, when it was in June or something when the COVID was at peak, but then that market was already rallying up. So this is how the markets are. So if you see already the markets are kind of, most of the market has actually accommodated that interest rate cut that's going to come. But then markets, being markets, will continue to be volatile. So that is how the long term outlook is at this point of time. So all this data, one thing was for sure, the global economy is kind of growing well. It is, in spite of the interest rates being high, the markets are, the economy is growing. So that is a good sign on a longer term. But for a short term, yes, because the Federal Reserve may actually think of not having cuts soon. So that is the only thing which is kind of holding the market at this point of time. But however, markets will be continuing to making volatile moves at this point of time. Tomorrow is the last trading day for this week because Friday is a holiday for Shivratri. So markets are going to be like this for next 2 days, and then a long weekend. So the most important thing to be looking at today is how the markets fare. 22,000 will be an important support on the downside, and on the higher side, 22,500 can be a very important resistance. So this is the range that we could see in the market kind of probably moving around in the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. And talking about yesterday, we could see some weakness in the IT sector, some profit booking coming in there. And one important thing is the PSU banks have actually rallied up yesterday. SBI has hit an all-time high. Well, the way PSU banks and PSU companies are rallying up, I am really not comfortable seeing the rally because these companies don't have this kind of growth to support this rally. So, if at all there is some negative news, there are chances these can actually fall big. Well, this is not a recommendation, but then, yes, personally, I'm not comfortable holding them, so I'm not holding them. So, this is just an information to you. So, apart from that, markets would be in the similar range. Big move intraday can be possible, but then end of the day, closing is what we need to look at. If you see the last few weeks, it has been same, a big move on the positive side, green, and then the next day there is a big fall, then the big rise. But overall, in the next, if you see the last entire 2 weeks, the market has not moved anywhere. So that is how the markets are looking at this point of time. So this is a part of phase of market, absolutely nothing to worry about it. But now, as an investor, what should be the best thing to do? Well, interest rates will come down slowly. So at this point of time, best thing is avoid any purchases like car loan or home loans, because this is not the time to do that. Instead, start investing in the market. This is a could be a time that could actually help you grow further. But however, whenever you invest in the market, there's something very important, that is understand your risk ability, and two is ensure that you have right asset allocation. So if you've not done that, we help you do that to make the right investment. And for that, do select, just go to our website mpiinvest.com and schedule a meeting with us, completely free of cost for now. So that's it for now. This is Shrikant Rajan signing off until we catch up with more details tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Goodbye.